Good afternoon campers, welcome back to the channel, and today we're about to set off on another adventure in my VW T4 camper van, the meat wagon. Today we are going to be heading to Yorkshire, around the sort of East Coast area. Probably going to aim towards Bridlington kind of way today, then make our way up to Whitby. So we're probably going to go for 2 or 3 days. I've got a new bit of equipment for the van, a pretty sweet upgrade that I need to test out on this little adventure, but I'll get into a bit more of that later on. It was a very cold night last night. It's nice and sunny now. It was in the minuses, but I hear tonight it's going to get a little bit warmer, so yeah, it should be ideal weather for a couple of days camping on a UK road trip. So yeah, I've got the van all good to go. We're all packed up. Power station, got my new little device there, emptied the pee bucket, bed's made, kinda. Yeah, we're good to go. So it's 1:15. I did want to leave a couple of hours ago, but the day passed me by, so yeah, let's hit the road and make the most of what daylight we've got left. So as you can see, it is perfect conditions for driving today. We got roughly around 140 miles to travel today, just to get us in that East Yorkshire region. Probably looking about, what, 20 to 5. By then it'll be dark, so as usual around sort of 3 o'clock ish, 4 o'clock, I'll start looking at somewhere to park up for the night. I did spot quite a few camping areas on park for night, nothing definite, but we'll have a little scout around when we're up that neck of the woods. As we move closer to winter, them dark nights are coming in pretty sharpish. Now on the A1, heading north. Nice to be on a bit of dual carriageway, make up a bit of ground. This is heading towards Lincoln, Newark, Doncaster, but we're going further north than that. We're going way north. Now 7 years ago on the channel, I stopped at that AK diner in my white T4 and made a video there. Check it out. American themed diner, had a burger and some fries. It was okay. I think the name says it all. Just okay. But the plus note of driving north is the sun is not in our eyes, it's behind us. What little sun we do have is not compromising our vision. First pit stop, I've done 92 miles and got roughly about 50 to go. I'm on the M18 Doncaster North services. You can park here for the night as well. It's 2 hours free parking. Or if you use the Just Park app, it's £15 for the night. I ain't going to park here for the night. I'm going to keep going a bit further, but I'm going to use the facilities because I'm busting for a pee. And while we got a bit of daylight, I will show you the new addition to the van, which is going to be very useful for future adventures, especially in the summer. So pee break done, we are back in the meat wagon, and this is the new addition to the camper van setup. This is a Aaobosi 50 litre fridge and freezer, which runs off 12 volt or 240 volt. I've currently got it plugged in beep, 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 to my power station via the cigarette socket. At the minute it's using no power, but once the fridge freezer kicks in, it uses barely 30 watts of power. It doesn't use a lot at all. So it's got a fridge on the left compartment, freezer on the right, which has got 2 independent controls. But if you take this middle section out, you've just got one big fridge, and you just get one control for that to set the temperature. Now for a fridge, optimum temperature is between 3 and 5 degrees C, so I've got it set to 4. For a freezer, you want it about -18. Now on this road trip, I'm not going to be using the freezer because I don't really need it, but in the summer that is going to be a godsend, especially when we go back to Europe with gelato and so many other things I could buy while I'm traveling, and yeah, so much more food we can have stored away. It's currently set to 4 degrees C. It gets there within 20-30 minutes of it being plugged in. It really does work well. I've been trying it at home before I left, and yeah, I was very impressed. But this trip, like I say, I want to give it a good little test run. These are currently on Amazon for $179.99. It's quite girthy. It's got a bit of length to it. It's got wheels, it's got handles on both sides, so you can, yeah, you can really have some fun with it. It also does come with a 240 lead. I didn't bring that with me because I wanted to check this out working on my power station. So while I'm traveling, I'm going to have it plugged into the cigarette lighter that goes to the leisure battery. When I'm parked up, I'm going to be using solely the power station. That's an 1800 watt power station. Since I've been doing this video, the motor hasn't even kicked in. That's used no power at all. I'll put a link in the description and in the pinned comments if you're interested in buying one of these. But so far, very impressive bit of kit and a real game changer, especially when I'm out camping. When I go to buy food with my old cool box, which was awful, it barely got stuff cold and it used like 55 to 60 watts of power constantly. But yeah, I'm gonna have a quick look on Park for Night and get an idea of where we're gonna camp tonight. Starting to get dark now, but I found a park up for the night, potentially. It's in Hornsey, which is 51 miles an hour and 17 minutes. That would take us up to probably about 5:30. It is a paid car park, £10 for the night, and close to the beach, no electric hookup, no toilets, no chemical disposal point, no water taps, but it's just a car park, and very close to a beach, 20 plus units there, but no facilities. But got pretty decent reviews. Unfortunately, it's right next to a pig farm, which is extremely smelly and very noisy. Bear con. Well, that sounds good to me, so we're gonna head that way now, check it out. Along the way, I'm gonna stop at a supermarket, get a bit of food for tonight, and maybe a chicky juice, and make them use of our new fridge. We can chill stuff properly. Right, I'm gonna get moving because it's getting dark quick. Now off the motorway, we're in an unknown location, heading to Beverley. I found a Lidl that we're going to stop off at on the way to a camping destination for this evening. Potential camping destination. It's very dark as well. T4s, man, the lights are just bad. You can't see a lot at all. We've still got a bit of driving to do, and I'm proper hungry today as well. Right. Dark country roads straight ahead. So shopping trip complete. We got some essentials, profiteroles. We got some food for tonight, and we've got a cheeky beer, which we now can. Yeah, this is room temperature, so we're going to see if we can get that proper ice cold. We have made it to a very moist Hornsey, and the camp spot for tonight is a little bit further up in Mappleton, I believe it's called, which is a couple more miles up the road. But yeah, it's been raining. Been a little moist in Yorkshire. Nice pub. That's a proper looking boozer. Right, motorhome and overnight parking. No overnight parking permitted to the right of this sign. Please be respectful to residents and other users. So main road car park tariffs, motorhomes 24 hours £10, pay online, no app needed. There's a website or a QR code. Payment successful. Let's get the van in stealth mode. Well, I appreciate it's quite dark here, you ain't going to see a lot, it's still raining, and I was just looking on Google Maps, and directly in front of me, the other side of the road, is a church. I can see the outline of it. So that'll look pretty cool in the morning. And just down the left, where that street is, the beach is at the end. So behind me is some industrial units, next to me is the pig farm, but I'm not sure if there's anything in there. And the van is in the pitch black corner. Right campers, we're in the back of the van now. We've got the van in full stealth mode, closed all the curtains. I'm going to put the heat on in a minute, so it is a bit chilly. Still raining. Supposed to rain for a couple of hours, then stop, and then start again early hours of the morning. Quite windy as well. I've just transferred the fridge from my control panel leisure battery socket to the all power's power station. So I've got a fully charged battery, and with a fan on, it's currently drawing what, between 25 30 watts. But like I mentioned earlier, the power station cuts in and out. It's not constantly running, so it's not a major draw. I'll also be charging my mobile phone off the power station, and maybe like my light, my little mood light. So the temperature in both compartments is currently reading 4 degrees C. Nice and cold. How's the beer going? Where's my beer? I got a Budweiser. Yeah, it's chilly. It's not ice cold yet. We'll leave that a little bit longer. Original Budweiser. Good drop. Got this out of Lidl. Right, I'm going to chill out for a little bit, and then we'll cook some food shortly. I'll show you what I've got in a little while. That's the plan of action tonight in our VIP £10 a night camping spot. I've got these Lidl Deluxe Aberdeen Angus beef burgers ×2, looking quite meaty. Then we've got brioche buns to go with them, seeded brioche buns, and we got some mature cheddar slices, so I can use a couple of bits of that and then put it back in the fridge. I did buy a salad to go with it. I'm not sure if I'll use that yet. I may keep that for something tomorrow maybe. For pudding, we got some profiteroles because we like them and they taste good, so I'll have one of them later on. And then for a juice today, we got a sunrise mojito and a, like I already showed you earlier, a budvar, which is getting quite nice and chilled now. Right, so as the rain stopped and I can open my sunroof, I think it's time to put a bit of heat to that Aberdeen Angus beef burger meat. Oh yeah. These are going to give off a lot of grease, so I'll put a bit of kitchen roll down there. I'm going to keep the lid on and I'm going to cook these low and slow, because I've done these before in the van, long time ago, and I had to empty the ridge monkey of fat about 3 times. Let's get that on a low heat. Alright, and put the lid down. So while the meat's doing its thing, mojito time. Mojito. Expertly made with lime juice and mint flavouring. 5%. Cheers. Oh, and ice cold as well. Lovely. Oh, that's a good one. That's one of the better mojitos in the can. Yeah, I've got some deluxe chili ketchup for the burgers from Lidl. Good stuff, I've had this before. So I've decided to ditch the salad today, so we're just going for the 2 Aberdeen Angus burgers with mature cheddar cheese and the chili ketchup in a seeded brioche bun. Look pretty darn good. Right, bon appetit. Very meaty burger. Cheese is good. Mature cheddar. Ketchup's good. The burgers are quite meaty. That is well cooked, it's just the sauce. Now, there's a good meat content, but I think I actually prefer the ultimate burgers out of Aldi over the Lidl Deluxe Aberdeen Angus. The meat seems a little more finer in these. Still good burger, just critiquing it. I do prefer the Aldi Ultimate Burger, but 2 of these with a ketchup, damn good. Right, I'm going to finish these anyway. Yep, I put the diesel heater on. I've just been for a little walk around the corner to try and find a bin. I found one by the beach that I actually found on Google Maps in the end. The beach, can't see nothing, it's pitch black, but it is a minute walk. I'll show you in the morning. And I was coming back to the corner just up here at the junction. I looked over at this car park. I couldn't even see the van. It is like pitch black in this corner. I had to get my torch out just to make sure the van was still there. Halfway down the car park, where the motorhome sign starts, there's a lamppost there, and I was thinking, should I park by that? And I thought, you know what, no. I'm going to stay in the corner out the way, because you cannot even see them here. But yeah, it's windy out there, it's cold. 7 degrees as I've just put the heater on, so it's a bit warmer than it was last week. The rain has stopped for now, but it's just that cold wind. We're right by the sea. So we should be okay tonight in the van. I put the heater on for a little while. I've had the fridge on now for a couple of hours, plus charging my phone and GoPro batteries. And I've used 3% of the power station. So that's all good. I'll be interested to see how much it uses in a 24-hour spell. I must admit, this is a mint spot for a tenner so far. Nice and quiet, and we should hopefully have a nice view of the church and a little walk round to the beach in the morning. Alright campers, I'm going to get ready for bed now. It's about 10 o'clock. It's very windy out there. The rain stopped, but very windy. I did actually take a picture of my phone in like night mode and got a pretty decent picture of the church across the road. It's a fair size, so we should have a nice view of that in the morning. That'd be good to see. And have a little walk down the beach. Just around the corner. So yeah, I'm gonna catch some Z's. Any issues for the night, I'll hit record. Hopefully we're all good here. Nobody can see us unless you drive in the car park. And they're quite out of the way, so yeah, it should be a good night's sleep. Fingers crossed. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Peace out. Oh, good morning campers from the East Ridings of Yorkshire. And I must admit, I did have a brilliant night's sleep. Had a little bit of road noise. I didn't have my earplugs in either, and bit of wind through the night. The rain stopped. Sunrise is this morning at 7:49, so I'll have a little stroll down the beach. See if we can see that. It is still very cloudy. But bit of morning traffic now. Yeah, but for a tenner a night, tenner for 24 hours, no rush to leave, it's a really good spot. Yeah, be interesting to see the view around me. I did have a quick peek outside and I can see the North Sea just between the buildings there. Yeah, there's no pigs at that abattoir. So yeah, the stuff in that fridge is ice cold, perfecto. So once we're going to have a look at the beach, I'll come back and I can cook up a bacon roll. There you go, that was my campsite for the night. Very big car park. We've got a beautiful church opposite us. That's called All Saints Church. Oh, quite windy. But yeah, it's a fair size car park. And then overnight parking this way, so there's what, 10 bays. Campers. Parked on a bit of a tilt there. It was a very nice sleep, very peaceful. Apparently it's been recently done up. I was looking on Google Maps a couple of years ago. It looked like there used to be a petrol station here. So now they just use it as a long, short stay car park. There's also a paint machine that you can use, but I did it online. Just got to put your registration in. Here's the pricing. Very quiet area. Yeah, I'm tucked right out of the way. Alright, so what we're going to do now is walk down to the beach. So you come to this corner, it's just there. Van's there, beach is there. Let's go and have a little look. Oh, there's also a tea room and shop, the old post office. So this car park up here is supposed to be no overnight parking, but I spy a T4 up there. I wonder if nobody really bothers this time of year. Danger, unexploded ordnance on this beach beyond this point. It may explode and kill you. Oh. Do not approach or touch any military or unidentified objects. Right, so we're not going that way. Access that way, not allowed. Oh wow. Oh, we'll risk it for a biscuit. There's like a little small cliff all the way around. Sun just starting to pop over the horizon, but we got a bit of cloud this morning. There's a couple of people fishing. Maybe one of these is that T4. It's not a bad spot. So the sun has officially risen. And today we are going to be heading a bit further that way. Do a little bit of exploration. Yeah. Awesome sunrise. Mission complete. Right, I'm going to head back to the van because me got bacon. I must admit, it's been quite a while since I've had bacon in the van. Probably in Italy. Cheers. There's a bit of activity. There's a farm just behind there. Quite noisy. But anyway, bacon roll's good. Well, campers, I think our job here is complete. I would call that a successful camp last night. Not so much a stealth camp, but always good to keep yourself to yourself. So from Stapleton village at the main road car park, £10 a night. I think it's a decent little park up. Bit noisy in the morning with a farmer, and I can imagine in the summer if there are loads of pigs in there it will smell a little funky. Yeah, all in all, good night's camp. A good test for the fridge as well, Aaobosi. So if you're interested in one of them fridges, I highly recommend it. So far it's worked out brilliantly, not used a lot of electricity at all. Noisy lorry. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description and a pinned comment where you can buy them. And yeah, we'll be testing it out further in our little Yorkshire road trip. Man, that's noisy. Oh, it's a big heap of manure where you can see the sea. You've got the sea and then manure. So I'm going to carry on further up the road today, see what today brings. And yeah, bacon roll. Start the day off right. Brown sauce, perfect. Right, anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all the latest adventures, especially this Yorkshire road trip. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.